NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. On first down, Hobbs fights off the defender.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Hobbs, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4. Play action. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A big play there for the Raiders. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. A sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Drake running left. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll get it to Drake running left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, and the Titans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this throw will be intercepted. Marcus May with the pick. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
No gain on the play there. Second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Steps away to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Raiders have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Rodgers completes this out left to Ruggs. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. Touchdown Raiders! Kareem Hunt as the 1st half is winding down. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looking deep for Julio. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the 1st half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 1st down, Hobbs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. This complete to Jones. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play that time for the Titans.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hobbs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On play action. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. but most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On second down, it's Drake. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Right back to Drake. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On second down now, Hobbs. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Stafford. Brown has the first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, it's Drake, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Hobbs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be fourth down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. On third down, Hobbs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely That was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stafford now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quan Alexander in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the